Coming off a 1-1 tie yesterday on the road in Ann Arbor against Michigan, and 4 games into Big Ten play for us, which is halfway through the regular season of Big Ten play, sitting at 1-0-3 in Big Ten play, so 1 win against the 2022 Big Ten champs Maryland, and 3 ties against previously I think number 16 ranked Northwestern, who will move up in the rankings more this week after they beat Maryland on the road, and then road ties against Michigan yesterday and Indiana a couple weeks ago. So halfway through the Big Ten season and unbeaten in Big Ten play, and sitting in a pretty good spot in the standings, but we have a huge one at home Friday night against a very good Michigan State team.
Neil, when you have that compressed of a schedule and you know every result is going to mean something pretty big in the standings, how important has the focus been for your players to keep it, not look to where you could be at the end of the season, but keep it in that immediate time frame?
Yeah, that's difficult. We obviously have goals to achieve for the season, and you can't help but think about how you can get to those goals, and you're always looking at the other results, and every other team in the conference is looking at our results and how it impacts them. But it is, all eyes on Friday, and then, quickly turn around to play Bradley on Monday. But yeah, Friday's going to be a big one, because Michigan State is highly ranked and a very good team, great coaching staff, and will be a difficult opponent. But yeah, the guys, I think, have done a fantastic job of literally just focusing on the next game, studying the film with the staff, going through the scouting report, coming up with a game plan offensively and defensively, and every game is a new chapter to this book of the 2023 season. So they've done a great job with it, and they're aware of what we could achieve, but they're understanding that it's game by game for sure.
Coach, you've had some late comebacks recently, Northwestern and Michigan games. What does that say about your team and their resiliency within a single match?
Yeah, I think the resiliency and the mentality is being huge this year. I put a lot on that on the captains and the leadership group of the team. The mentality has been fantastic. I mean, we were 2-0 down at home against Northwestern with 15 minutes to go, and there's not a ton of Vegas odds on a Big Ten soccer game at that point in Vegas, but the odds wouldn't have been that great that we would come back and got something out of that game. So that's not even us as coaches. That's the mentality of the leadership group and the seniors on the team, and just driving the team forward. Being down twice now. We were down yesterday too on the road, and it's easy to pack up and I wouldn't say we would ever give up. We would never give up, but not get something out of that game. And I mean, we dominated Michigan in the second half. They were better than us in the first half, but I thought we dominated them in the second half. And our guys even today are like, oh man, we're disappointed that we didn't get the win out of that game. But if you look at the game in the whole 90 minutes, I think a tie was a fair result yesterday.
You have to forgive my pronunciation, but Bergier, Baldvinsson?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
He's been a part of a lot of your scoring chances and goals lately. What have you seen from him that he seems to be always in the mix for things?
Yeah, I mean, he's a new player that we brought in this year, and he's just a phenomenal player, phenomenal athlete, and has played at a high level in Iceland, and was playing top level in the European leagues even before he came to Wisconsin. But he's actually a defender, really, but his athleticism and his engine allow him to get forward into the attack pretty late. And yeah, he's been a huge addition to our team on the left side and providing service into the box. He got an assist yesterday. He scored in the Northwestern game. He's just an absolute machine, just an absolute machine of an athlete, and just a really likable guy and great personality, and has just seamlessly fit into our culture, who we are as a team. And he's just an absolute winner and a leader in our locker room. And he's only been here since August 5th, which is crazy to think. But yeah, he's fit in really well to our team, and we have him again next year because he's a grad student with 2 years of eligibility. So excited to have a spring with him, but excited for the rest of the season with Bergier. And everyone calls him Biggie, as in Biggie Smalls, but that's how he goes. Yeah.
I know transfer rules have changed, but they've been pretty consistent for soccer and other sports, right? I mean, that the change that happened with the portal wasn't as dramatic in soccer as it was, say, for basketball, football.
Correct. Yeah.
Given that, though, you've seen a lot of results from transfer players this year and a lot of impact. What is that more than you thought it would be when you came here, or is that kind of just how the game's played, that you have to be out there looking for players who might be willing to be on the move when you're in an off season?
Yeah, I think you have to move with the times, right? Like the biggest change in the transfer kind of world for men's soccer in the past few years has been you weren't able to transfer within conference, and if you did, you'd have to sit out. Previously, you could transfer like cross conference, and you wouldn't have to sit out like you would in football or basketball. But now you can transfer within conference, and that's happened. The Michigan goalie from 2 years ago transferred to Michigan State. I mean, talk about like transferring to a rival, right? But that can be done now. So I think we would be naive as coaches to not explore how to make this program better. I mean, we're here to win. We're here to chase championships, and we're going to do anything we can to bring in the right players, the right people, the right students. And with Wisconsin being a world-class academic institution, why would people not want to explore this as an avenue, not just athletically, but also obviously academically? So, yeah, we're searching to try to improve our team, and improve the culture, improve the mentality, improve the overall quality of our program. And I think we would be naive to not explore all avenues.
Coach, one more for me. It's homecoming this weekend. You guys it's a fun opportunity to play Friday night of homecoming for you. Why is it important for Wisconsin soccer alumni to be connected to this program?
Yeah, I mean, because first and foremost, they're badges, and we're proud of them and thankful for all that they've given to the program. And I specifically asked the Big Ten Conference this, last year, saying, could we please have home Big Ten games on weekends when we have home football games, for reasons like is going to happen this weekend. We understand that when alumni who are mostly from out of town, when they want to come back to Madison, they want to make a weekend of it, and football is a huge part of this university, as we all know. And to be able to play a conference game on a Friday night and then back it up with a homecoming football game on Saturday morning against Rutgers is going to be a fun weekend. Like it's weekends where I wish I was an alum of a football university, which I'm not. But I think it'll be a fun weekend, and yeah, we'll recognize all the badges that are back in town, and we're excited to have, I talked to our alumni group, last week, and there's already, I think, 35 plus men's soccer alumni signed up for the weekend, and we're super excited to have them out Friday and then see them at football on Saturday.